Good morning, everyone. Today is March 18th, 2025. It is a Tuesday, and it is my day off work, so we have a packed day today, of course, because, work hard on your days off, right? Where did my good pen go? Found it. I went over my goals for the day on yesterday's video log, but I'll briefly go over it again. Brush teeth, video log in the morning. Here we are. Do yard work. I need to shave my neck and my cheeks. We need to go to Walmart. We want to see Roman later. I need to do some follow-up calls and initial phone calls to some people that I've been meaning to reach out for a while. As many of you know, I just made the Gen Z and social apprehension video, and it's going to be uploaded on March 21st. It's an awesome video. I'd recommend it. Go watch it. I have good thoughts, and I have some thoughts that I'm like, I want to add on, right? For the future, of course. So I have people who I want to talk to and just be urgent about and be like, yeah, man, I want to talk to you. One goal that I didn't write down last night because I forgot about it. I cleaned laundry yesterday, so I'll have to fold laundry. Fold laundry. And then, phone calls. And then my buddy Josue I'm going to pick him up from work for some yard work at 6:30. I hope that it doesn't conflict with Roman. I know Anna wants to spend more time with him, and I'm like, but I also want her to be a part of the yard work, and I'm like, we'll see how it looks towards the evening. It might be a little sketchy, but I think we'll make it work. I have a lot of confidence in our communication as a co-parenting group that we'll figure it out and make it work. It's also Roman spring break, so he doesn't have school tomorrow anyways. I have this speck on my computer that's been bugging me for 3 days. I probably need to just wipe my screen at some point. So today I woke up at 11. 11, wake up. I did some yard work till about 11:36. Yard work, and then it's 12:04. Just got back. Corey wanted Chipotle, so I drove him to get some, and then I grabbed me and Anna a bowl. We always split a bowl just because it's like $20, $10 a person is not a bad price in today's economy, and it fills us up pretty well. So goals for the day. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna make some calls right now, right after this video log, and just see what people are up to, see if I can get an actual response from anyone and not have to leave a voicemail. And then after I do all that, I'll probably just put on a YouTube video and do some fold my laundry, get that squared away. I got all my black shirts there, so I'm gonna have to grab some hangers and actually hang up my black shirts. And then I still have a bunch of dirty white shirts, but they're what is it, not stained necessarily, they're just faded, so they're not white shirts anymore. It's more like varying shades of very light, very faint grayish pink, and I'm just I don't really care to wear those anymore. I might just buy more at Walmart today, but we'll find out. I also need to I'm gonna put this next to the Walmart list, because we always go to Walmart without a list, and then we end up impulse shopping. I don't really like that, and I'm in a much better headspace. I think I could just be much more intentional about it. So I'd also like to dude, I am doing a lot of stuff today, but I also want to record a thoughts video. So as many of you know, obviously this is in the future. On March 21st, I uploaded a video called Gen Z and Social Operation, Thoughts from a Future President. So I want to be able to make more of these. I have a couple ideas here, and then also title them Thoughts from a Future President. And I actually really like the idea of that, and I think it'll be really cool to do going forward, doing those yearly almost. So this one was obviously, they're actually listed there, so it'll be I'll do this in red so I can do 321 upload, right? And so a year later I can revisit it, and I'd love to be able to react to it on stream and be man, I'm just see my skill level change over the year, and add on better thoughts, get better deeper reasoning with it, and see how society's progressed over the years. I think that'd be really cool to go forward into the future, and eventually when Gen Alpha grows up and becomes self-conscious. My camera's doing the thing. When Gen Alpha grows up and becomes self-conscious, then I'm assuming it'll be Generation Beta, Alpha, Beta. There'll be no memes about that, I'm sure, right? When they grow up and become self-conscious, I'd love to interview them and just be how is society for you? Because my generation didn't have someone who did that for us, and we ended up feeling we had no voice. And I say we end up feeling like we had no voice. A lot of us still feel that way. And I mean, there's millennials, Gen X's who feel that way, like they have no voice and they have no like impact on their direct world. And I really want to be part of the movement that reconciles that for the future generation and sets a good example there. And the hard part about setting the example is you can't just do it for them. You have to like, and this is something I really hope I do well on because it's the most important part, is incite them to do it for others. Like that's the part. Like I want to help you. I want to hear your voice, but you can tell me everything. I want to hear how your life is. I want to hear what your experiences are. I want to hear how you feel you fit into your society and how you impact it, how your society has changed because you're a part of it, like even minutely, right? But I also want you to go and listen to your peers and get their experiences because like when I'm growing up and I feel like no one really cares or listens, and then all my friends feel the exact same way because no one is caring or listening because we're all in this cycle of people don't care and listen about me, I don't want to care and listen about them, right? So someone has to step out, take the reins, and be like, no, dude, share, like please share. So that's gonna be something, just quick minor thought that I hope I do a lot better on in the future is inciting others to do better too, right? And I that's one of the things that I kind of struggled with the Gen Z and social apprehension is I'm not out of the pit yet. Like I still have social apprehension. So sitting there and going, like, oh hey man, by the way, these are the pitfalls. Don't fall in them. And I'm like, dude, we're already in the pit. How do you climb out? Right? And so I didn't really give a lot of advice on how to climb out other than like have the urgency to realize I'm in the pit. I need to get out and go do things, right? So I think that the video could have a very positive impact on my personal community because I'm going to send it to a lot of my friends and just be like, give me your thoughts. I'd love to hear what you think, what your experience has been. It helped me gain experiences through the experience of others. Like it'll help me formalize thoughts, like everything. Like I would love to hear what people think about this. So that's where I'm at. I really just thinking long term for the future. Want to be able to give the future generations what my generation kind of missed out on, and allow them to have a voice for free, and let them be people, a part of a society, right? And yeah, that's where I'm really hoping that future me picks up the slack. So yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. I'll fill you in on the evening about how everything goes. It'll probably be a little bit of a late video log, but I think everything should go swimmingly. It'd be really, really ironic if I cut and it was like one eternity later, and then it was just like me sitting there just like everything's terrible. It'd be really funny. But yeah, I think today's gonna be a freaking awesome day. I'm really excited for it. I'm really pumped to be here. I'm gonna crush this Chipotle bowl and call people who I want to talk to. So I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. I will see you all in the evening.
One eternity later.
Good morning, everyone. Today is now March 19th, 2025. But this will be a video log for March 18th, 2025. Did I write when I did my video log yesterday? I did not. It must have been right after I got back with Corey. So yesterday, woke up, did some yard work. Corey was hounding me to go get him food, so we went out to Chipotle. I know I mentioned that in the morning. And then got home, and then I called my brothers. Keenan answered. He was at work. He was like, "I'll give you a call back." Never did. Not a big deal. I called Cooper. He was a little busy, but I was just like, "How's your surgery? Like, I think the thing's good, right?" And he was like, "Yeah, man, I'll stop in like when you go to work. And yeah, I'll try to stop in like before that because he has something to pick up here, some food from Corey, I think." And then he was like, "Yeah, I'll stop in and chat, catch up." So I was like, sick. And then I folded all my laundry and watched a Smosh video at the same time. And then after that, I was like, okay, gotta lock in. So I like made a video. It's the robot video for February 22nd or March 22nd. It'll be uploaded. And then I went and trimmed my neck and my cheeks really quick. And before we went and hung out with Roman at the park, I went out to the park for about an hour and probably about an hour. And then they wanted to go out to Texas Roadhouse, so I went to dinner with them, and we had a really good conversation with Gabe and Toby about going forward, like seeing Roman more often, just because this last probably month and a half to 2 months has just been like really off the grid because like Roman had surgery and then we were sick and then they were sick and then like just everything has been happening all at the same time and then they've been focusing on business, I've been focusing on YouTube, and like we've just been working so hard for like a couple months, and it's just like, yeah, dude, we got like life is happening, like go go go, right? And so, gosh, my hair is so weird today. I don't know why that little tuft is not cooperating. It's making it worse. But yeah, we had like some really good conversations, and I was just like, yeah, man, like let's keep up the let's start with some really good communication. Let's have Roman come over on a relatively consistent basis. Like, it'd be awesome, dude. Right? So we had really good conversations with them. And then after that, I literally was like late to go pick up my boy Josue. We brought him here, and then we did some gardening out back for about an hour, I think. And then I went and dropped him off at his house, probably an hour and a half, just showing him like the plan, the goal, got to de-weed all this. And then went and go dropped him off. We had a really good conversation in the car. It was so super awesome. Drove home, and then Anna got back from Summers and was like, hey, let's go to Walmart. So we went to Walmart. It took about 2 hours there. Anna was shopping for we were looking around at stuff too, but I got a new pair of shoes. Anna wanted a picture frame, some hangers, and then I have the receipt somewhere, but it's not like super important. We got some ice cream from my mom, and then some more vegetables, some more broccoli, and then something else I'm forgetting. A watermelon. Yeah, I cut watermelon. That's what it was. Got a nice watermelon. It was super good. And then came back from Walmart, and while I was at Walmart, my boy Milo had called me, and he was like, hey man, I just got off work, like I'm locked out of my house. Are you able to like come give me a card so I can like swipe the lock on my door? And I was like, I'm out right now, man. So probably 15 minutes later, I like got home and texted Milo. I was like, hey man, you good? Like, you get back inside? And he was like, no, dude, I'm like still out here. Like, please come get me. So I was like, oh shit, okay. So I went and go picked him up at like, gosh, it was probably like 12:30. No, it was probably like 10:40 at night, dude. He'd been just sitting outside his house since 10. Right? So I like, he was like, dude, my mom was supposed to be home, like all this. So I was like, yeah, it's not that big of a deal, dude. So he tries to open it with my credit card, and he had cut his finger earlier at work, and it had healed, like scabbed over. So he comes back to the car, and he's like, hey man, I can't get the door open. Here's your card back, and it's like covered in blood. And I was just like, Milo, what the dude? And he's like, yeah, I got this cut on my hand earlier, and it kind of popped over. I'm sorry. And I was like, dude, let's just go back to my house. Like, it's not that big of a deal. So drove him home to my house, and we were just chilling in the kitchen. I like made us some broccoli. He doesn't like broccoli. It's not that big. I just fucking crushed that stuff. And then I like finished my Chipotle bowl from earlier. And we were just like sitting in the kitchen. He was like talking with his girlfriend or whatever, charging his phone because it was at 2%. And I have his mom's phone number because he's 17, so it's like I want to be able to communicate with his mom, right? And these texts were super super weird. So I had texted her, and I just said, what did I say? I said, hey, this is Kyle. I picked up Milo just now. He's been locked out of the house since he got home from work. He tried to unlock the car. He tried to unlock the door with my credit card and cut his finger. I brought him back to my house to clean it. Let me know when you are home so I can bring him home, please. That was at 10:52. That was almost 11 o'clock at night that your 17-year-old locked out of the house. She texted me back at 12:30. So a full hour and almost 45 minutes later, where's he at? And I said, my house? Are you home now? Like, what? So we kind of have this back and forth. So he calls his stepdad, who's with his mom, to find out they're at her uncle's house all drinking at midnight, 1 a.m., right? And so he's like talking with them on the phone, like, yeah, come get me, whatever. And they're like, oh yeah, yo, where are you? Where are you? They kept like asking where he's at. And it's like, you guys don't need to know where he's at. Like just let me know when you're home. I can just go drop him by. Like, it's not that big of a deal. And then she texted me back at 12:30. Where's he at? My house? Are you home now? Like 12:30. No response from the mom, right? So eventually, Anna is like, dude, we need to go to bed. Like, I've showered. Like, we gotta go. Like, it's 1:45 in the morning. Like, this is crazy that he's like still here, right? And so I'm like, yeah, whatever. So I'm like, dude, like, what can I do about it, right? Like, I'm not gonna leave this kid sitting outside his house. So I go to the bathroom. I'm like shitting. And then his dad calls me back. So I'm like, Milo, come here, answer this. So he like talks to them on the phone, and they're obviously like crushing drunk. Like, they are drunk. And he's like talking with his mom very briefly while I wipe and like get up and go back out there. And he like hands me the phone, and I was like, hello? And she goes, hey Kyle. And I was like, yeah. And she goes, where are you guys at? And I was like, we're still at my house. Like, what do you mean? She goes, you guys better not be doing nothing bad. What bad? I was like, what are you talking about? And she was like, Kyle, please. And I was just like, what do you mean? What do you want? Like, what are you saying? And she was just like, oh, I just want to know where you guys are at. I'm like, we're at my house. Are you home now? Like, can I go drop him off? And she was just like, no, like, we're still at my Theo, blah, 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 blah. And then, like, hung up. So me and Milo take it upstairs. I'm sitting there. I'm like, I'm just going to play some video games until we're done with this, right? So I'm like chatting with him. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, this is genuinely ridiculous behavior from your parents, bro. Like, genuinely. Like, it is so weird for her to be concerned that you and I... And she had asked Milo if him and I were, like, doing something illegal. And it, like, made us, like, viciously uncomfortable. We were like, what is she talking about? Like, and like, I don't want to say it on a video log, but it was like an irreprehensibly disgusting question to ask. Like, genuinely disgusting. And I'm sitting there just like, what is she talking about, dude? Like, this woman is actually not mentally right. Like, she's not okay right now. And he was like, yeah, man, it's just, she gets like that when she's drunk. Like, even my stepdad kind of has to, like, put her in her place sometimes. And I'm like, that's not an excuse. Like, that's just it. Like, that's not an excuse. I've been around drunk people. I've been drunk. Like, that's not an excuse. Like, it is an explanation, sure. But she still would have to take accountability for the actions. And I'm sitting there going, yeah, dude, I can't wait to talk about this on my video log. Like, this is ridiculous behavior. And he was like, oh, dude, if you do that, she'll actually hit you. And I was just like, so she'll lash out violently when called out on irresponsible behavior because she doesn't want to take accountability for it. Yeah, that sounds like an upstanding citizen of the community. Like, what? I'm like, if she was actually worried that Milo and I were up to something illegal, why would she still be there afterwards? Like, if I had the slightest inkling that my son was out doing something illegal, dude, I'd be there. I'd be right there. I'd be like, you are not hanging out with this person. Like, this is weird. Like, this is a bad situation. You don't want to be near this person. Like, I'm picking you up right now. Tell me exactly where you are. You want them to bring you home? Have them bring you home right now. Like, I would be like, iron fisting, do not be with that person. And she's like making these accusations. And then she's still at their Theo's, her uncle's house until 2 in the morning. So I text them and I was literally just like, just send the address you were at. I don't have time to babysit all night. Like, I'm not upset about it. I need to go to bed. Like, I'm a person. Like, I have a life, right? And then I texted, I said, I don't have time to babysit all night. I'll just drop him off there and you can just drive home together. So she didn't respond to that. We're sitting outside of his house. I'm like, dude, they're still not home at 2 a.m. So we call his stepdad again. And we're like, hey, where are you guys at? Like, just send me the address. I'll just drop him off real quick. And he was like, yeah, we're on our way home. We're passing Walmart right now. And I was like, okay, cool. So I was like, Milo, I'm just gonna drop you off at your house, dude. I genuinely hope they're on your way home. Because if they're not, like, you are going to be out in the cold, dude. But, like, I have to go back to my life. Like, I can put stuff on hold temporarily. I can't do this forever. Like, it's 2 in the morning, dude. So I literally just left him outside of his house and was like, I genuinely hope they're on their way home. And I didn't see them on my way back. Like, the boulevards cross, right? So I didn't see them, and I was just like, oh my god, dude. And then I get up in bed and I'm all tired. And then one thing that's super weird also is this woman's in her 40s and she doesn't text with any punctuation. Where's he at? No period, no question mark. And then after I said, just send the address you're at. I don't have all time. I don't have all night to babysit. I'll drop him off there and you can just drive home together. 2:15, she reads it and responds with, really, Kyle? No punctuation, no question mark, capital R, capital K. Like, I don't know what that means. Like, what really? What are you talking about? And I'm like, her and I, like, I have to call her sometime or something. Like, we have to have a genuine conversation because I don't understand what she's talking about. And it's not even to the point where it's like, oh, you're worried about me. Like, if she was actually worried about me, there'd be actual action. But it's clear she just has this, like, paranoid delusion of something occurring that isn't. And, like, I'm like, I'm one of the most avid, like, I want what's best for her son. And, like, sitting here like, no, dude, you need to be responsible. Like, you shouldn't quit your job just because you're angry for a minute. Like, it's okay. Like, they're gonna yell at you. Like, it's how people work. Like, you have a boss, you have to listen to them. Like, I'm sorry it's making you upset, but you're gonna have to just stick through it, dude. And I gave Milo, like, a really heartfelt apology last night because I'm like, dude, this isn't how parents should act. Like, in their 40s, out till 2, with their son locked outside the house, saying they're concerned about where he is and what he's doing and not showing it in any meaningful sense. They're not here. They don't like it's hard to explain, and I guess it's because it's a video log that I can actually share this, but it doesn't show they actually care. Like, they don't, like, actually, they don't want to be there and care. Like what they're doing takes priority over his actual like safety, dude. I'm like, he's locked out of his house for 20 minutes. And I literally told him, I was like, dude, if your parents don't pull up, call 911. Like, if you tell a cop, like, hey, I'm locked outside of my house, my parents are out, I just need a warm place. I was like, they'll take you to the station real quick and they'll drive you back. Like, it's not a big deal, right? And I was like, and we just had like a really good conversation. And I was just like, dude, this sucks. Like, this is a terrible situation for you, dude. Like, that just sucks. I like your parents are not there in the way they need to be, and I'm sitting here like they're making these disgusting accusations like dude, I'm gonna be the president in the future and she's treating me like I'm some like criminal or something, and I'm sitting here like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like I don't I've cussed more in this video log than I have in my previous ones, but it was a very emotionally grating situation and just made me and my wife very uncomfortable, and just like, what is she talking about? Like genuine paranoid delusions, and like projecting other people's behavior onto us and asking us weird questions, not texting with punctuation in your 40s. Like I know that have standards for the individual, but I'm just like, and I understand she was drunk. That does make sense why she wouldn't text with punctuation. It's not the forefront of your mind, but being drunk doesn't excuse that kind of disgusting behavior. It really doesn't. Like, you need to be responsible as a person. And so we kind of had that whole debacle last night, and it was just like, what is even happening? And like, I'm mature enough that I'm sitting here going, what? Like, it's genuinely confusing because I'm a grounded person in real life who knows what I do, and I'm just sitting here going, what are you talking? Like, and when she's sitting there going, Kyle, please, I'm just like, please what? Your sentence has no substance. You haven't asked me to please do anything. Like, you're leaving it up to so much interpretation. Like, I don't know what you're trying to communicate to me, and I'm not trying to be rude in saying that. Please finish your sentence. Like, I genuinely want to know what you're saying, but you're not communicating it to me. And I'm an adult. Like, adult to adult. Tell me what you are expecting from me. Tell me what you want. Like, I don't understand why we're having miscommunication. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, I went to this woman's wedding after party. I talked about it on a video log. It was a good time. Like, I met her son. I met her daughter. Right? Like it was a good time. And I saw them on the best night of their life. Like, it was a good time. And I'm just sitting here like, why do you expect people to have this like dark shadowy self when they're at home? Like, who I am in public is exactly who I am at home. Like, I mean, I'm not obviously well dressed right now, but like, I dress well. I take care of myself. I have goals and dreams and things I want to accomplish. And like, your petty squabble with your inner self and your expectations of others is actually physically hindering me from being who I'm meant to be, and I don't understand what you gain from it. That's just it. So that was a very interesting night. For the goals last night, I did make a morning video log. W. Did do yard work. Did shave my neck and cheeks. We didn't make a list for Walmart, but we did go to Walmart, so that was a W. I did record a thoughts video. The robot video was very nice. I thought it was actually like kind of funny because I like robots coming in from the side. We did see Roman. That was awesome. I called Keenan. He answered. He didn't call back. I crossed that one off. I rescheduled it for today. I wasn't able to call Mr. Free. I just didn't have the time, dude. Like, there's a lot going on. I watched one Smosh video yesterday for entertainment, and that was it. And it was work, 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 work. Being a responsible member of my community, like person time, everything. And then I did pick up Josue for yard work. I did call Cooper about his surgery, and I did fold laundry. So I packed my day with goals and achieved all of them. I feel pretty badass, dude. It was an awesome day, and I hope I keep that energy up throughout the week. So yeah, a very interesting Saturday. I don't even know what the next step is with Milo's parents. I'm like I care, but I don't like really care. I want to clear it up just so there's no like miscommunication about my intentions, because I'm literally just like, dude, he's a young man. Like, having an older male gentleman who is a good person and a good influence on him is good. Like, I wish I had friends like that when I was 17. Like, I wish there was a male older coworker at Canton who kind of taught me and was real about how life is going to be. You know, because I was surrounded by older women, and they went off and made poor decisions with their lives. And I'm like, I mean, I married one of them, the poorest decision she's ever made. But I mean, I'm, I'm like sitting here. I'm like, I wish I had like an older, wiser, like guy who was also a peer to just tell me how things were gonna be and how adult life is, because I wasn't ready for it. And now that I am ready for it, I'm getting traction in everything I do, and like setting goals and achieving them. I'm sitting here and I'm just like I want to be able to give people the opportunity they had. But Anna and I had a good conversation about it. Like, we want to be able to give Milo the good influence, the good example, the good being a member of the community, but not at the sacrifice of our mental health or our reputation. Like, it's very strange the way that his mother is behaving. And I have never even had a full conversation with his stepdad. Like, he just doesn't talk. That's literally it. And I'm like sitting here, I'm like, dude, they were out drinking. Like that's not a good time to have an adult mature conversation. Like, you're belligerent, especially when you can't even text with proper punctuation. Like, every time I text, I have proper punctuation. Like, especially when it's an adult to adult, mutually respectful conversation. I don't understand. Like, I'm doing all the steps that I would want for my child, and then I have these weird thoughts being had about me, and it's just uncomfortable. I'm kind of fixated on just because it was so prevalent last night. It was just a negative emotion. Like, it was a really good day besides that. Like, we hung out with Roman. It was really fun to play with him. We had a great like pew pew game of like I was like playing like the playground was like a shooting ground. It was really really fun. Like, we were having a good time, and then we went out to dinner and we had a great conversation with Toby and Gabe, and it was like really fulfilling. And I had a really fulfilling conversation with Josue, and I reached out to both of my brothers. Like, I got my laundry done. Like, every single domino in the day was awesome. It was when the night hit that it was just like, yeah, like unfortunate circumstances happen, and I don't mean to focus on the negative for the entire video log. It's just prevalent in the mind right now. So I hope you all understand today. With like yesterday overall was 75%, like out of 100, great day, and it would have been 90, 95 out of 100 if it just wasn't for that one last little bit. And I can't even blame Milo for, like, he apologized and I appreciate the apology, but it's not his fault. Like, yeah, he should have remembered his house key, but there's nothing you can do about that, you know? Like, you're supposed to have people you can rely on, and I'm literally like, yeah, dude, just go talk to your neighbors. Like, go knock on some doors and see if one of them will give you a credit card to try and open your door. And he was like, oh, man, we don't really like the neighbors. That's a sign that your society is degrading. Like, you don't know the people across the street from you? You can't knock on their door at 10? Like, dude, they're just going to bed. They have nothing important going on. Like, any good community member would understand my bedtime is not as important as this young gentleman's life. Like, if he's gonna sit outside his house and freeze, my bedtime can wait. Like, that's just a good community member thing to do, and I don't understand why it would ever cause issues. So yeah, that was the Saturday. I do apologize for focusing on the negative a lot. Overall, it was a really really awesome day. I hope you all had a wonderful March 18th. I will see you all in the next one.